I don't really know what I'm talking about. I know you all know that. What am I trying to say? Section 1.
I don't know what you're trying to say. I don't know if anybody knows what you're trying to say. And try to prepare as best we can for a wet, cold winter.
But we do have something special, and it's going to take time for all of you to understand just how special this onion is. Now about mid-August, we are wrapping up our season of shipping direct to customer. We will be doing that for about another 2 weeks. Our last ordering day is August 31st. So you'll be able to order your onions and get them, and then after that, we'll be closed off till next season. But if you're a home gardener, you're in luck, because we're going to start selling our onion transplants for you to grow at home. Remember, y'all, we're in the South. We are not a garden start company, and these onion starts are for if you're in a region that has a similar climate to us. So come the end of October, our pre-sales will start, and they will have red onion transplants this year, which we did not have last year, and our regular sweet onion transplants that we did. We have a lot of customer testimonials that we're going to share with you all. So stay tuned for those posts, or just watch. We're going to put them in stories. We have loved seeing what our customers have done. So that's what's coming. Just a couple of other things. We got our chicken poop in last week, and we've started spreading that to prepare our beds. Brett came to me and asked me all my expertise and asked me what I thought we should do for the year. Because I did so well last year planting.
I think it's one of the worst seasons I've ever had as a grower. And I don't know what the correlation was with Jess coming on first time and me trying to teach her, and her having some input in the crop. But anyway, it was a total failure. That's why she's not getting her truck. So we're starting over again. We're gonna give it another shot.
We had a rough year with our yields, just being transparent with y'all. It hasn't been the greatest. It's been a lot of fun, but not Brett's had a ton of fun doing this. He loves the camera, y'all. I can't tell you how many people will stop me in town and they're like, how do you get Brett McLean on camera? And I'm like,
desperation.
Desperation.
Yeah. No, nothing's changed. I still don't like the camera much.
So there is a passion behind it. As long as he's been growing onions, which as old as he is, you can tell that's a really long time. The biggest thing is as we've seen the Vidalia onion industry evolve over time, as great as some things are, we feel like some people are losing touch with the Vidalia because other sweet onions have come to the market. And so a year ago, we set out with a mission to educate customers or re-educate them on what the Vidalia onion industry looks like today, what it's like to grow a Vidalia onion, what it's like to work with the best sister-in-law ever, and just to get in touch with our customers and let them see firsthand the hard work that goes into a Vidalia onion versus all of the other sweet onions that are on the market. But we do have something special, and it's going to take time for all of you to understand just how special this onion is. So it's hand planted, hand transplanted, hand harvest, and hand picked just for you each and every year. And that's a lot. There's a lot of love in that, y'all. Well,
we look at the data that we had this year, and as poor as our yields were, we still have to look at the quality. We have to look at the flavors. We have to look at what fields perform, what varieties. I can always manipulate that a little bit to some extent. We have different soil types from the south end of the farm all the way up to the north end of the farm. So I can, if a variety didn't perform as well in one soil type, I can move it to another one. So I look at that. I look at what stored the best, what our customer feedback was. That's real important to us as far as flavors, consistency, quality, shelf life. There's a lot of things I look at. I kind of moved away from one variety that I was pretty heavy on last year. It didn't perform very well at all. And that just changes from year to year. You also look at the weather pattern that's coming, the forecast, and what we're possibly going to have to deal with.
So what have you seen what we have in the forecast?
It's looking like it's going to be wet, and according to the forecast, it's going to be a cold winter also. We keeping our dirt in place with our millet, our terraces. We're going to beef those up. We're going to make everything a little bit stronger, a little bit better, and try to prepare as best we can for a wet, cold winter. there's only so much we can do, but there are a few things that's in our control.
You know, last year, everybody got to see that how much we depend on rain and the drought that we had and how it affected the onion industry-wide. It was probably, I don't want to say the worst, that's not the case.
Yeah,
but
it was one of the dry springs I can remember.
It definitely
and
affected.
Not only that, we had a late freeze that happened to us, you know, right at the time that those onions were bulbing up and really putting on the weight and they're doing their thing. We had a really, 2 or 3 days of really cold weather. It was unseasonably cold, and that shut the growth down. That was the reason we had such a reduction in yield, that coupled with the drought. So there's a lot of things I can blame it on. Obviously, it's not my fault. Wasn't anything I did wrong.
Probably mine.
It's more than likely yours. But anyway, that's just part of it, part of the process. You're gonna have good years, gonna have bad years, just gotta overcome. We're excited about getting a fresh start and a new beginning. We did, as Jess talked about, we did have an opportunity to do a little bit of an educational process of what goes on behind the scenes, and we'll get a little bit more in depth, I think, with that this year and go a little bit deeper into the weeds on some things. So you'll get to see some new technology that we're going to implement. Anyway, we've got an exciting year coming up, so stay tuned. We're looking forward to it.
So we will start from now, and we'll continue to spread our chicken duty to get, that just makes the soil really rich in nutrients to grow the onions. It is obviously our fertilizer.
That's coming from your vast expertise on farming?
That is.
Okay.
Yep, that's exactly right. I don't really know what I'm talking about, I know you all know that. But anyways, we'll be doing that, getting our seed beds ready, and then starting in mid-September, every Monday, obviously weather dependent, we will start planting different parts of the crop. So we plant that in sections. We don't just go out one day and plant our whole entire crop. So if you're catching up and you didn't spend last year with us, what's going to happen is over the next couple of weeks, starting in mid-September, every week Brett and I will go out and we will plant a certain, it's called a section of it, or a, what am I trying to say? Section
I don't know
one.
what you're trying to say. I don't know if anybody knows what you're trying to say.
Section 1 of our planting. So what that means is that will mature at a certain time, and then section 2 will mature at a certain time. Then we have our organic seed beds. Those are grown separately, and so we have to treat all those differently. And so we're going to have you along for the ride each week as we do that. Let you be a lot more in tune with us each day, and see on film just what truly every day looks like that we're doing that. And then you'll get to watch them be transplanted and then harvested again in April. So we appreciate you being on this ride with us. We're excited about the 2027 season. Stay tuned for our transplant sales if you're here for doing your own gardening. And if you're ready to just have them on your table, stay tuned to watch your onion growth. Thanks for tuning in, guys.